Hey everyone, welcome back to another Brewmon's Digiglitch here on Geektopia Island. I'm Kevin.
I'm Cardwell.
And we're back today to showcase a fun new deck that we made while we're getting ready for the next set to drop, which is, I think, this next weekend. But hey, until then, we're doing what we can.
Exactly.
Also, it's a little different this time, but that's because, the Rona came back and it did things. So we're back in quarantine and dealing with all that.
Yep.
So we're okay. We're all right. We're just dealing with quarantine. It is what it is. We're going to be online for a little bit.
Yeah.
But before we get into it, guys, I remind you that we do have a Patreon, and the link is down below. Go check it out if you want to see some of our videos earlier, if you want to get early access to anything, or our Discord, or all that fun stuff that's on there. And it just takes $1 to give us some love and support. We greatly appreciate it. And with that, let's delve into it. So we are playing Yellow-Purple Mastemon. And it is kind of a janky list, but it's going to be pretty fun.
Well, I mean, if it's the last week before a new set, you always throw out the jank.
Oh, yeah.
Just for tournaments, you just come in and be like, this is the wildest idea I can get done.
Yep. So, first up, we're playing Yellow Koromon, the little egg. And when attacking, once per turn, if you have 3 of your security cards, one of your opponent's Digimon gets minus 1000 DP for the turn. So we are going to try to kill some of their dudes when it attacks, because it's just it's what you're doing. And it helps you out because you get to kill things with your little dudes.
Yep. And of course, the next one is Impmon. It's a level 3 with a cost of 3 of inheritance Digivolve of 0. But we can't Digivolve on him. That's okay, because we just need to play him. He has 1 power. And he has when destroyed, discard 3 cards from the top of your deck, and that'll matter later on for sure.
Yeah. Next up is Bushi Agumon. He is 5 costs for his 3000 level 3. He Digivolves for 0, which is really nice. And he's got Rush. This Digimon can attack the turn it comes into play, which is super helpful because you can put him into play with other things and get him and just be like, hey, cool, attack for free. And it's super, super helpful.
Yep. The next one, is this a hard C or soft C? A Lucemon?
It's a Lucemon.
A Lucemon is a soft C. So it's a level 3. It costs 13, but wait, there's more. It has 10 power. So while you have 10 or more cards in your trash, when playing this card from your hand, reduce the cost by 8, so it can be called cost 5. On play, recover 1 of your on your deck for your security stack, and then all turns, this Digimon can only Digivolve into Digimon Lucemon in their names. So there you go.
Yeah. That really doesn't matter. There's nothing like that, but it's mostly for being a level 3 that can recover 1 for a lot less.
Oh, yeah.
Next up, for the last level 3 we have is Pulsemon. I mean, he's super strong. He's really good.
Yeah,
he costs 3 for 2000 DP, and he Digivolves for 0. On play, if you have 3 or more security, draw a card. If you have 3 or fewer security, gain 1 memory.
I mean, it gets one of these. It's like, yeah, that's a good card.
Yeah, it doesn't matter what it is because you get value either way, and both sides are really strong.
Yeah, for sure. Next one is Growlmon. It's a level 4. He costs 4 to play, but Digivolves for 2. With 4 power, he has an inheritance of your turn. While you have 3 or fewer security cards, the Digimon gets plus 1000 power. Simple as that.
Yeah, so we're making big dudes. Next is Piddomon. He costs 6 for 5000, Digivolves for 1. He is a blocker, and when he blocks, or when he attacks, you lose 2 memory, but he costs 1 to Digivolve for a blocker, which is really, really nice.
Simple as that. The next level 4 is Gatomon. He costs 6, Digivolves for 2. With 5 power, he has on your opponent's turn, while you have a purple Digimon, this Digimon gains blocker, so that's pretty simple. I have a cheap little blocker. And then on play, you may have 3 or fewer security cards, trigger recovery 1 on your deck. So it's just another cheap security card.
Yeah. Helps you get security and blocks.
Right? Exactly.
Next up is one of the purple dudes to help you have blocker, Kimeramon. He costs 7 for a 7000 DP, Digivolves for 3. And then on play, you may delete one of your other Digimon to delete one of your opponent's level 5 or lower. So it's literally just a kill spell to help you get there. Yeah, and it helps you fill up your trash for all the needs 10 in the trash cards.
Seems good. And especially if you just want to kill Impmon off to get those trash cards in there, it'll work out. Next one is MagnaAngemon. Is our level 5. It costs 7, Digivolves for 3. With 6 power, it has when played, recovery 1. Simple as that. And then, of course, on your turn with Inheritance, for every 3 security you have, this gets plus 1,000. So it just gets bigger and bigger.
Yeah, it's not going to be like crazy on that because you're going to lose a lot of security in this deck, but you still get it back, so it's not terrible.
Yeah.
Next up is Angewomon. She costs 7 for 6,000 power, and she Digivolves for 3. When Digivolving, one of your opponent's Digimon gains security attack -2 for the next turn until the end of your opponent's next turn, which is super strong because you're like, hey, cool, that dude doesn't attack. Thanks. And then her inheritance is when attacking, you have 3 or fewer security cards. You may play 1 yellow level 3 from your hand without paying its memory cost. Awesome. So your Lucemon gets to come into play for free. When she attacks, you can put in a Bushi Agumon and then just get free attack that way.
Yeah, swing again. Cool, thanks.
Or you can get free ability on Pulsemon, because it does say you may play 1 level yellow 3, so you get the triggers on play abilities.
Hell yeah.
Which is kind of gross.
Very much so. And to be able to Digivolve, we have a level 6 Beelzemon. He costs 12 Digivolves for 4. With 11 power, he has, if you have 10 or more cards in your trash, your Impmon can Digivolve into this card in your hand by playing its evolution cost of 4, which is amazing. So when you Digivolve, destroy one of your opponent's level 4 or lower Digimon. So you just play the Impmon and immediately pile this on for 4 and just kill a dude off.
Yeah.
Super
so
awesome.
you gotta make sure you have 10 in the yard, but hey, it is what it is. You get a free level 6 essentially.
Yep. And it'll probably definitely happen. Don't worry.
Mm-hmm. Next up is the main card of the deck, and that is Mastemon. She is 12 cost for 12,000 power. Digivolves for 4 on yellow or purple. When Digivolving, trash 1 card from the top of both players' security stacks. Then play 1 purple or yellow Digimon level 4 or less from your trash without paying its memory cost.
Yep.
Either way, this card is amazing when you Digivolve onto it, because it helps you get back either a Gatomon or your purple dude to help set up your other Gatomons in play, or any of the other dudes that you need.
Yeah.
There's just so much value in her because she can bring back a Bushi Agumon and attack that turn, or so forth, so on. Like, it just, the amount of getting back a free dude after you both lose its security is super nice.
Exactly. And you're wondering if 10 or more in your trash is going to be possible. With all you dealing with security, throwing it in the trash, and you gaining more security and just keep looping like that, then yeah, you'll get 10 fairly soon.
Mm-hmm.
With the next level 6, we have SlashAngemon. It costs 11 Digivolves for 3. And with 8 power, it says, when Digivolve, one of your opponent's Digimon gets minus 8,000 DP until end of your turn. So it kills a dude off, pretty much.
Yeah, pretty much kill spell.
Yeah.
Next is MagnaAngemon. He costs 11 for 10,000 power. Digivolves for 3. On play, if you have 3 or fewer security cards, triggered recovery +2. Mm-hmm. And then when attacking, you may play 1 level 3 Digimon from your hand without paying its memory cost. Hey, we have lots of level 3s in this deck that are good, so you get Bushi Agumons again. You can even drop in a Lucemon and then just have 10,000 power and another huge power dude.
Yeah.
Or you can put another Pulsemon. And any of those dudes are really valuable options, so you get free stuff.
And he's a classic in every white deck as possible.
Oh, yeah.
The next one is WarGreymon. He's a level 6, costs 12, Digivolves for 3, and with 11 power, he says, when attacking on once per turn, you may add the top card of your security stack to your hand to unsuspend this Digimon, and have one of your opponent's Digimon gets minus 6,000 for the turn. So you kill a dude, you get an extra card, and you get to swing again. Sounds awesome. But you have to have security. You actually have to have a security card to do that. If it's empty, you don't get to trigger it.
Yeah, sadly.
Yes.
That is it for the Digimon. We go into one of the spells that we have, and that is Blinding Ray. It costs 0. Main, trash the top card of your security stack, then gain 2 memory. There's no security effect, so it doesn't do anything, but this card is insanely good because it helps you get to keep it on your turn and get you to play your dudes for free. Well, not free, but allows you to play your dudes and it still be your turn.
Yep. And it feeds into your trash.
Yeah, it feeds into your trash. All your 10 cards fill up quickly. But also, this card doesn't have to have a security card for it to trigger. So if you have 0 security, you can still play this and gain 2 memory. It's kind of gross,
clutch.
Yeah, but it's super helpful.
For sure. Now, our first trainer, of course, is the Purple Mat. It costs 4. Start of your turn, if you have 2 or less memory, it becomes 3. And then when played, return 1 purple option or Digimon card from your trash to your hand. So that's awesome. And of course, security, he gets to be put into play.
Yeah, and this is for if your Impmon hits all your purple cards that you need to get back, like your Mastemons or your Kimeramons or Impmons. You just get it back. The next tamer we have is Kari Kamiya. She costs 3. All turns, whenever a card is removed from your security stack, you may suspend this tamer to gain a memory, and then on security, you play this card. So we're removing our own security, so you get to get free memory when you do it.
Yep.
So it turns a Blinding Ray into gain 3 memory, which is kind of gross. Or if you have both of them play, you get 4 memory. You know, because that seems good.
Yeah, that seems awesome. The next one is TK Takaishi. He costs 4. Start your turn. If memory is 2 or less, turn into 3. And then when played, check all your security cards, reveal one amongst them, add it to your hand. If it's yellow, recover 1. So it basically replaces itself. Shuffle your security. And then, of course, on the security attack, you get to put them in play. Simple as that.
Yeah. Overall, this deck's going to be super fun to play. Yes, it's a little bit janky and it may not work all the time, but when it does work, it's going to work really well. Like, that's the thing about it. I'm super excited to play it this weekend, hopefully. But it'll be like an off game, like a side game, because we're going to do sealed this weekend.
Nice.
So I'll let y'all know how that works out next weekend. It's going to be pretty wild. But overall, the deck's super fun. Go check it out, and we'll have the deck list down below, so go check that out in our description. And we'll see y'all again next time.
Goodbye.
Later. Also, guys, make sure you hit that like button down below, and subscribe to our channel, and then hit that bell for any future notifications that you have for our videos.
We go ahead and give a big thank you to our fans for over the years, especially our Mythic and Above Patreon followers.
Thank you, Ryan.
With that, we love you. Thank you for your support.